Please, can you, and thank you for saying that. Please, can you expand on tumbling you get your athletes to do? Okay, and then there's two follow-ups, and the follow-ups were the problem. Yeah, first off, I think it's really important, just for life skills, to learn how to break fall first. So we start very simply with laying on the mat and bringing the chin here and practicing the slapping drills that you would see in any martial arts. From there, we practice the basic shoulder rolls because I think those are very important. I also teach them how to break a fall falling straight onto their into a plank, and how to break a fall kind of rolling backwards. After we go through the shoulder rolls, which are really quite easy, if you think about, I teach it as wagon wheels. You're just kind of rolling with the ground. Or a nice image is the ground is rolling underneath you. It's actually a good one. Then we move to the traditional somersault, the forward roll family. We then go to the backward roll, and there's a couple of different ones there. I've actually found that teaching the roll into a handstand and then coming out of that backwards easier. Many people struggle on the backward roll because you have to get these arms synchronized as they go backwards. After we go through the basic rolls, that's when I add things like bear crawls and GI Joe crawls, whatever you want to call them. Leopard crawls is one name now. I don't know the difference between a leopard crawl and a Spider-Man crawl. I don't. But we teach all those things. We also do bear crawls, all these crawls, forward and backwards. And after we've done that for a while, we then move into the cartwheel family. It's interesting because most of my female athletes are magnificent at cartwheels, but only in one direction, which is kind of funny to watch. So the boys generally aren't good in either direction, but they're at the same level of not good. Whereas the young ladies tend to be Olympic gymnasts in one direction, and then they look like 2-year-old girls in the other, which is kind of funny. And so the boys quickly build up both directions, and I've had to learn to insist that the female athletes do cartwheels in both directions. From there, we move to round-offs, which is the way I teach it is I tell them it's cartwheels for distance. So you do a cartwheel and you try to throw your legs as far as you can. You try to throw yourself as far as you can, and that's really quite an easy way to do. From there, we then would start combining shoulder rolls with cartwheels. Shoulder roll left, shoulder roll right, cartwheel left, cartwheel right, and move into combinations. The handstand family will be taught at this time. I teach the very simple, the yoga one, the brace one, and then of course I teach it now with a cartwheel that you don't all the way finish. You go into a handstand from a cartwheel. We also teach going into a handstand from a backward roll, and just kind of a walk into it. The nice thing, if you do have padded walls, insert joke about me spending a lot of time in rooms with padded walls. It's nice because you can practice handstands against the wall. And one of my favorite drills is marching in place. So my feet are up on the wall, and I'm just doing that. Oh, you can really go much deeper than that. But honestly, if you master the basic rolls, if you get cartwheels done, if you play around with some handstands and toadstools and some of those smaller, easy preliminary handstands, you pretty much have the bulk of it. Now the follow-up